Hey there, I'm the Spectre, and Super Mario Maker on the Switch is inevitable. Whether it be a sequel or a port, I'm pretty positive every Nintendo fan knows it's going to happen. It was one of the Wii U's best-selling titles, so it only makes sense to bring it over. With it being inevitable, a lot of people are talking about their ideas for an upcoming game. Most of these videos are just ideas that they could add to the game's level editor, such as more objects or game themes, but the maker part is only half the game. Almost every one of these videos seems to ignore the play part of the game and how absolutely clunky and broken it is. Yeah, the make part is still important, arguably more so than the play part, but you can't have Super Mario Maker without the play part, unless you're the 3DS version. It's time to end this trend. What's wrong with the play part and how can we fix it? As I hope most people are aware, the game has a star system put in place to determine which levels are good and which levels are significantly less good. The star system is simple. Like a level? Star it. Don't like a level? Don't star it. More stars means the game will promote your level more, as it is likely a good level if it has a lot of stars. On paper, this seems like a good idea, but in practice, it's so broken you may as well call it the Sonic system instead. The major problem here is the only way you can interact with a level outside of playing it is by giving it a star. There is no way to say the level is bad, only a way to say the level is good. Here's the massive problem with that. An absolute trash level would have few to no stars, right? You know what else has few to no stars? A newly created level. If you don't have a group of followers from some other source like YouTube or Twitch or something, no one's gonna play your level. Find out it's good, and then star it. Because there is no way for someone to dislike your level other than not starring it, the game is going to end up thinking that no one likes your level and it's going to stop getting promoted. Maybe you might get a couple of stars, but it's nowhere near as many as the people who have massively popular fan bases who can upload literal piles of shit and get tons of thousands of stars because they have fans. This entire problem is already bad, but it's made a cajillion times worse by the fact that if your level doesn't get enough stars within a certain amount of time, it gets removed. So how can this problem be fixed? It's actually pretty easy. Either implement a way to say you dislike a level, or even better, make players rate a level out of 5 after they play it, so people, and more importantly the game, know whether it's great, good, meh, bad, or created by one of the numerous 7-year-olds who own the game. Also make it so the more ratings a level has, the more it impacts your level, as a single person rating it 1 star could ruin it, when maybe it's only one person disliking the level. However, if numerous people dislike the level, then the game knows that, for sure, it's probably not amazing, and will not promote it. By implementing a system like this, people who don't have a following outside of the game will no longer be crucified, as no rating is now completely different from bad ratings. Another massive problem with the play system is how people find and play levels. Sure, you could go to the recommended tab or the most starred levels if you like staring at the screen and doing nothing, but I'm pretty positive most people are sane, so they'd much rather head over to 100 Mario Challenge. The problem here is that the mode wasn't made for finding levels, it was made for, well, a challenge. Yeah, you go in, you get a random level, but the problem is, if a level appears to be too hard, many players are going to skip it, simply because they don't want to lose too many lives with up to 15 more levels to play. So I had a crazy thought. What if the game included a special Explore mode? You go in and are given a random level to play, and you're not allowed to skip a level unless you've given at least 25 to 30 shots at it. The key difference between this and 100 Mario Challenge is that this Explore mode doesn't have a live system, meaning the player has no penalty for losing, and is thus encouraged not to skip levels they can't beat at first, and instead play through and potentially enjoy them. That's not to say 100 Mario Challenge doesn't have its place, it certainly does, but it should be considered the game's challenge mode, not the main way of finding levels. I think it was originally intended to be like this, but due to the lackluster features for finding other levels, most people, including myself, rely on this mode to find something to play. Now, earlier I said the player would be given random levels, but Super Mario Maker has tens of millions of levels to play, And out of those levels, there are numerous types of levels for people to play, such as puzzles, boss rushes, minigames, kaizo challenges, troll levels, and more. So what if the player could search for levels based on these categories? I personally think this is a brilliant idea, probably the best on the list. It'll probably go a bit like this. Whenever a user uploads a level, they are given a list of themes and are told to check off whichever themes apply to their level, likely with a max of 3 per level, as young children will likely just pick everything and hope for the best. Some of these themes could be the ones I mentioned earlier, as well as regular platforming levels, retro throwback levels, and unique concept levels, among potential others. Allowing players to search for levels by searching for themes they would like would allow players to play the types of levels they like, and allow creators to market their levels towards specific audiences. Maybe the Big N could add a feature to the aforementioned Explore mode, allowing you to input what types of levels you like to play, and those would be the levels you're more likely to get. Overall, Super Mario Maker's play system is very broken, but if Nintendo chooses to implement these additions, as well as potential other ideas, maybe Super Mario Maker on Switch will be even better than the Wii U one. This has been the Spectre, and remember to have fun, stay safe, and go play some Super Mario Maker. Never mind, don't do that.